Hi, and welcome to Dig In Dallas-Fort Worth again. I'm Neil Sperry, and we're really glad to have you. Have a great program in store for you today. I'm among all my friends Hollies. I do my landscape with Hollies, and I buy a lot of them from Joe Covington, Covingtons Nursery in Rowlett. And Joe's going to introduce us to some of these. Joe, these are all my favorites. I have a lot. I know you do too. What is this one?
This one's dwarf Yopon holly, Neil, and it gets about 2 to 3 feet tall and wide.
Sun or shade for almost all of these
Sun
hollies.
or shade takes our soil conditions extremely well too.
This one doesn't show as well right now as it would other times of the year. What is that?
That's possum haw Yopon holly. Its time to shine is in the winter. You see it just prolifically in the winter time with its red berries.
Let's go into some ilex, cornuta, and the hybrids. This is dwarf Burford. What do you tell us about dwarf Burford holly?
Dwarf Burford holly is another one that can take sun or shade. Doesn't need to have the full shade, but it can take partial shade. It's a plant that can be trimmed at 3 feet, gets as tall as 6 feet. It's a very heavy berry producer, very compact.
My favorite of all, Joe, you know, because I bought a lot of them from you. Yes, Nellie R. Stevens. This one is bulletproof, isn't it?
My favorite.
This is another cornuta hybrid. This is willow leaf or needlepoint, same thing, right?
Needlepoint holly.
All right, tell us about it. How tall?
It can get about 10 to 15 feet tall. It's one of the heaviest berry producers of all the hollies. Very heavy with its berry set.
This is regular Yopon, and this is a variety of some sort. Tell us about it, Joe. I'll look.
This is Shadow. It's a little bit different from Pride of Houston. It's a female variety.
Means it's going to have berries.
It's going to have berries. Doesn't have to have a pollinator. Doesn't have to have a male plant to pollinate it. It'll have the berries without a pollinator.
Joe, we have 4 more and we're running out of time. Let's talk about some of these that are red hollies. Let's start with the one right in front of you.
This one's one called Robin. It's a little bit newer variety. Has a serrated leaf. It gets about the same size as Nellie. It's 15 to 20 feet tall. It's a very heavy berry producer also. This one here is Mary Nell. It has its berries in bunches, which is unique to this plant. It also has a serrated leaf. Another one that has a large pyramid shape that's similar to Mary Nell. Next we have oak leaf holly. Some people call it Oakland holly. It's the same plant. Doesn't berry quite as heavy as some of these other hollies that we've mentioned. Has a very stately pyramidal form, gets about 15 to 20 feet tall. Very good holly for this area. This one's one called Liberty holly. I have this one at my house. It has large, dark, leathery leaves. Its berries come in bunches, and it can get 15 to 20 feet tall also.
The thing that is so nice about hollies, all the different looks, all the different textures, all the different sizes, sun or shade, very few insect and disease problems. They're terrific.